With a church that seats tens of thousands and millions more who watch from home, megachurch pastor Joel Osteen touches many lives. And some of that influence reaches into the elite realm of the rich and famous. From Oprah to Kanye, these are the celebs who give Osteen an amen.
Listen to Joel and classical music.
Ever since he launched his own Sunday service in 2019, Kanye West has begun to embrace his own faith, which led to an appearance with Joel Osteen at his church in Texas. West and Osteen have grown closer ever since, with TMZ reporting that before the pandemic lockdown, West was set to perform with the pastor at Yankee Stadium. Osteen explained the unlikely pair's deep connection, telling Good Morning America,
"You know, Kanye's had a turn of events in the last year or so, and I got a text from him, and we just struck up a conversation and a friendship."
Clearly, the dynamic works for fans. The video of the pair's conversation at Lakewood Church has over 2 million views on YouTube.
Hi, Lakewood community. I'm Mariah Carey, and I'm so glad I could join you this Easter.
Mainstream celebrities sometimes keep their religious or political affiliations quiet in order to avoid alienating fans. But Mariah Carey hasn't shied away from supporting the pastor, and Osteen told TMZ that he's known Carey for years. So it shouldn't come as a shock that Carey performed for Osteen's 2020 virtual Easter service singing Hero, which she dedicated to first responders.
And we honor the sacrifice of those who work every day to keep us safe.
The fact that Carey showed Osteen and his church this kind of support is solid proof that the two have a strong relationship.
I said something about coming to Lakewood. You remember how you answered as Medea?
As soon as you get a smoking section, I'll be right there somewhere in the back.
Tyler Perry has made his faith the subject of much of his work, but what might be shocking to fans are the lengths Perry has gone to in defense of his friend Joel. When Hurricane Harvey struck Texas in 2017, Osteen was heavily criticized for temporarily refusing to let people take shelter at Lakewood Church. It would later be revealed that the delay was due to flooding in the building, but at the time, Perry said on Facebook,
Let me tell you something, Joel and Victoria are amazing people. There's no way that they would lock people out of the church or not let people in for a shelter.
Perry also explained he trusted Osteen so much he was sending money to help with hurricane relief, adding, "I'm sending $250,000 to Lakewood to make sure that they can get all the supplies that people need. I know that they will because that's the kind of person he is." Osteen might not seem like the most likely late-night talk show guest, but thanks to Jimmy Fallon, he got plenty of press in 2013. And in return, the pastor and author told his more than 23 million Facebook followers that the late-night comedian is a, quote, great guy. But the affection isn't one-sided. When Osteen appeared on Late Night with Jimmy Fallon, the host gushed.
I felt so good. I feel so good every time I watch you. Just put me in a good mood.
Whether or not Fallon is as spiritual as Osteen, it's clear that he truly respects the Southern pastor. Kristin Chenoweth is known for her big personality, incredible voice, and of course, her spirituality.
But I can be in the car talking to him. That's the best part about having a personal relationship with God.
In a 2010 interview with the New York Times, Chenoweth described how she was a fan of Osteen, sharing, "Sundays are, in my view, God's day. There's a minister out of Houston I like called Joel Osteen. If I'm going to Our Lady of Sealy Posturepedic in the morning, I'll watch him at night." Almost a decade later, in 2017, the pair teamed up for a star-studded animated take on the Christmas story called The Star, about a group of animals who help with the birth of Jesus.
I am grateful that you came all the way across country to be here with me today.
You. I am blessed to know you.
It's only natural that two inspirational icons would become friends, and such is the case with Osteen and Oprah. The pair of successful authors and speakers have had many conversations together, but it really all goes back to one particular sermon that changed Oprah's life.
Not in pride, but in praise to God. I am wonderful. I am amazing. I am a masterpiece.
Through her own network, Oprah highlighted one of Osteen's most popular sermons titled The Power of I Am. And on an episode of her Super Soul Conversations podcast, the two talked about the power of words. Oprah said, "That sermon literally changed how I spoke power into my own life." Back when Barack Obama was in office, he reportedly relied on Osteen for guidance. During an appearance on Fox News, Osteen said the 44th POTUS had sought him out, adding, "He has reached out to us, and we have done some of the leadership things there at the White House with him and been able to pray with him. He's been very kind and friendly to our ministry."
My Christian faith, then, has been a sustaining force for me over these last few years.
Osteen and Obama might not be going out for ice cream after Sunday service, but Obama clearly valued the pastor's guidance. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Nicki Swift videos about your favorite celebs are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.